Kia ora whanau, and welcome back to another episode of the YeahAlright podcast. I'm your co-host, Jamie, joined with my other co-host, PK, and we have a guest / third co-host.
I wouldn't even call him a guest, to be honest.
He's just a regular.
I'm just here.
He's a host too now.
I'm chilling. I'm a host now.
Pretty much, basically.
Yeah, this is mine. This
Sit-
is mine.
Third co-host. Oh, you. So how's your week been? How have your guys' week been?
I'll start with the weekend. So, yeah, I went up north with a couple of mates. We went to, tried to look at some sand dunes, just have a bit of a good time up north. The main reason I went up there, so I went with Win and his sister. The main reason I went up there to Partel was to kind of get away from Cade, because I live with Cade, and a lot of the time, my blood just boils being with Cade all the time. So I need just
feelings mutual.
Yeah. So I just need like a slight break from Cade. So when I went up north, this motherfucker followed me, and I was like, "Why has he followed me?" I'm up in Partel.
So I had planned to go up north like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah. So anyway, so he planned to infiltrate my weekend.
Yeah.
So I went to Partel for the night, went down to Whangarei, just get some brunch, and I sat down. The brunch, what?
How was the hood?
It was nice. It was quiet. Whangarei. But went to have brunch, sat down on the table, and then Cade walks in, and my blood starts to boil, and so I tried to swing at him, and Win was calming me down, like just
Yeah, keyword there. Tried to swing at me.
And I got real angry, and I did swing, and I punched him, but Cade was teeth all gone.
Yeah, as you can see
All
by
gone.
my smile. All gone.
And I told him I need this holiday, and he said he apologized, and he went back to town, back to Auckland, sorry. And
So that's not what happened whatsoever.
Is that how you got your
So what
injury on
happened
your
then?
hand? You slap him back?
Yeah. I did the Will
So what
Smith.
happened
Gave him
then?
a couple
So
of
what
spank.
happened then?
Yeah, no. So I was already going up north, right? And my mum had an event up there, so I went up to support and see mum and family and stuff like that. And
So what happened?
I was sitting there at the event, and he just turned up, and he walked up to me, and he was taking some videos of the dogs and everything, and then he was like, "Oh, you want to go get some lunch?" I was like, "Sweet as, yeah, we'll go get some lunch. There's a nice place just down the road," and followed me. We got there, he sat down, and then a light just switched on him, and he jumped across the table, like, sort of like jumping across. And I sort of leaned back and just elbowed him right on the jaw, and he fell over. That's how that ended.
Both of these stories seem very...
what I will say is, your mum did have an event, and I did go to take some pictures of your dogs.
Yeah.
Isn't there
I
30
called your mum
dogs?
prior to the event to make sure that you weren't going to be there, and she said you weren't, and so I was very disappointed when I saw.
Well,
that
see,
you
I
were
don't
there.
know. Do you want round 2 or something? Is this what we're talking about?
You
Because
guys-
from what I remember is you leaning across the table, me elbowing you in the mouth, and you waking up and Win like asking if you're alright.
So all I wanted was a weekend away from you, and you took that from me.
I feel like you guys need couples therapy.
Sorry, Jamie. You took that from me.
You know what you took from me? My dignity. Alright. What were you saying, Jamie?
You guys need couples therapy.
We're not a couple.
You fight like one.
Anyways, so you've planned today's episode, so we're gonna
yes,
sit
where's my
back,
phone?
relax, and enjoy whatever it is you got.
Okay, so first on the agenda, what was everyone's thoughts about the Mike Tyson Jake Paul
Ass.
fight?
Oh yeah, ass. I knew Jake was gonna win.
Yeah.
I actually,
There you go.
yeah. No. You start.
No, you go. No, you go.
Well, I knew Jake was gonna win. I actually did think Jake would have knocked him out, if I'm honest. Mike Tyson's the GOAT. He will always be the GOAT. There's no one greater. Muhammad Ali, obviously. Maybe. But he is the GOAT, and he is old, 58.
Yeah.
I felt it was a very disrespectful getting him in that ring just because of his age. He did great for his age. He did amazing. A lot of people say it's rigged. Honestly, it could be. I really don't know. But, I mean, for Mike Tyson's age, yeah, he
Put it
smashed
this
it.
way.
But for Jake Paul to have that, it's just sad. All his opponents are all like 40 years and over, except for the one that's 25, which he lost to, which is Tommy Fury. I just feel it's just a bit sad,
Don't get me wrong, like, it's a W on his belt for the sense that he can be like, yo, I bet Mike Tyson.
I bet an elderly man.
You could look at it either ways, but either way, it's kind of like one of those things to have on your belt. I bet
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, even though he's old as fuck.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it was rigged per se. But one thing I would say, from what I've heard online, apparently, I don't know how true this is, but he got more money the longer rounds he stayed in the
So
match.
he got 35
Yeah,
mil.
over 4 rounds. If it goes past round 4, he got more money.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's rigged per se, but there definitely
There
was
was
an
an
incentive
incentive,
for, going the full rounds and not. And apparently he got less money or not much money at all if he actually won or knocked him out. So
he got 10 mil if he.
No, I think it was, oh yeah.
He got 10 mil if he got into the ring and he won, but he got more money.
He walked out
got
with
like 30.
40,
Yeah,
and Mike Tyson got 20.
but
that's pretty.
I wasn't saying ass about the fight. I was talking about the pre-fight.
What about the women's fight,
The
though?
women's
The
fight was
women's fight
fucking
was
like...
no. I was talking about that.
Holy.
The interview with Mike Tyson and him turning around and walking away. That's what I meant by ass.
That was, in my opinion, that's just straight disrespectful,
that
bro.
is.
Like,
The women's fight, though, is so good.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was ruthless intent right there.
I remember watching the fight, and Mike Tyson turns around, and is that Mike
so
Tyson's ass
confused.
cheeks? Did I
bro,
just look at
he
Mike
walked
Tyson's
away,
ass?
and I'm like, what the fuck did I just see, bro?
I've
I
been
just
doing
saw
a lot
Mike
of
Tyson's
research
ass.
on Mike Tyson's past and stuff, and it's so interesting. And I know that they're working on a biopic, but they've been working on it for a good few years to get on. But I'm
Doesn't
very
have
interested
bullies.
in his life. I'm
Yeah.
very interested in his life.
Yeah.
I read the story about how his first fight he got into, someone took the head of a pigeon, and that's
Yeah.
when he got into fight. His big break was in The Hangover. All
Yeah.
these really interesting things about him.
Yeah, no, so there was a kid that always used to bully him, and he always liked pigeons, and he just walked up and snapped its neck.
What about when Jake Paul walked out with a pigeon?
Yeah, bro.
Well, that's the pigeon that he offered to
Yeah,
Jake.
yeah.
Oh, it's a Mike, sorry.
I found it really interesting in that. So the first round was really good. Like, there were good shots thrown, good dodging. Yeah, bro had a fucking fetish with biting his fucking hand or
I
something.
don't think the first round
I
was
thought-
anything at all, though. It was more like the third and fourth where they actually started to hit each other, or Mike did
No,
at least.
no.
Nah.
nah.
The first and second round were good, like, defending, good shots, good...
Oh, yeah,
had
defending
peaks
for sure.
Defending and good shots, in my opinion. But then when it got to, like, round 2, there was this really good shot Jake got on Mike. It was like...
And it stumbled him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it... Bro, he looked like a fucking Vietnam War vet, bro.
Yeah.
He just looked so, like, PTSD.
Even after that, like, once we were drinking, there was like 10 of us. There was a lot of likes in that one sentence. There was 10 of us drinking, watching the fight. And we all, as soon as Mike started walking up, I was like, oh no. And everyone's like, what? It's like, his legs look done.
He almost
was
tripped over. Did you
so
see that?
tired, yeah. His physique
It's
is
just
To be
sad.
fair,
The whole
his
thing is
doctor-
just sad.
His doctor also said, like...
don't.
Yeah, don't do this.
And he almost died in June. It's just, the whole thing's just sad.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, from
just
what the
sad.
press release that was done, like, after the fight about what happened in June, to go from June to fighting Jake Paul, from being that bad, losing
Yeah.
25 pounds of weight, losing most of your blood,
Yeah.
to then going and doing a boxing fight and earning $35 million, that's pretty fucking, like...
Yeah.
Bro deserves it.
Jake Paul also said a few days before that he could beat prime Mike
Yeah,
Tyson.
no, you could not,
Yeah.
Jake.
I would have
If you're
loved
watching
to
this
see
right now,
that.
you could not.
I don't think he is, but
He's probably not, but...
Good times, good times.
Um,
I put money on Jake Paul, and I wanted Mike to win, but I put money on Jake
how
Paul.
much did you actually?
I put $10 on stuff.
How much did you get back? 20 or
It
something?
was like $24.
Oh, yeah.
$1.40
That's
return.
profit.
Yeah,
That's
profit.
profit.
I ain't complaining.
I'm gonna put money on the next Tommy Fury fight against Darren Hill. I know Tommy's gonna win. So
I
I'm gonna
should have put
on
money
it.
on the
you watch-
John Jones fight.
Yeah, did you watch the John Jones fight on
I
Sunday?
haven't, but
So good.
yeah, from what I've heard, I knew John Jones was going to win. But the difference between John Jones and Jake, the way they went about things, is John Jones has a lot of respect for... I forgot his name already. The dude he was fighting.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel Jake did as well. He had respect, but he went about it, like, his whole persona on how he got famous and everything was to make everyone hate him, so
Yeah.
I guess he had to roll with that.
I think a big thing with Jake as well is he does all of these fights for and not a company, but for his brand, right?
Yeah.
His brand is Jake Paul.
Yeah.
So he only picks fights that he can win, whereas in the UFC, you just get given the
Yeah.
next best person.
Yeah.
So Jake Paul fight versing Mike Tyson was probably one of the best bets in his book because it makes his brand, even though they're like, oh, you fucking bet an old man.
Yeah.
I just want him to fight KSI. That's the big fight that everybody
Yeah.
agrees. That's the big fight. Whether you want
Yeah.
Jake to win or KSI to win, everybody knows that's the big fight. That's been in the works for 6 years. It almost happened last year in June, and then it was Jake that pulled out to fight. Who did he fight? He decided to fight Nate Diaz instead.
Yeah.
which was pretty mid-fight regardless.
Yeah.
Which he talks so much shit about.
I thought it.
So
I find it
much.
funny as soon as Jake Paul versus someone his age, he just gets fucking beat.
I
Like,
want Garcia to smoke him.
bro, Paddy
They
Pimble-
won't fight.
Did you see on Twitter that Paddy
Paddy
Pimbleton, is calling out Jake like fuck you?
Is he?
Yeah,
Everybody's calling out Jake right
but
now.
I reckon Paddy Pimbleton's probably one of like
He's one of the people that actually would do it. So is Garcia.
he would do it, but also like fucking knock him out first round.
Yeah, but a lot
Yeah.
of these guys won't be able to because they're under contracts.
Garcia can.
To be fair though, I
No,
reckon
Garcia can, but
Garcia
because
they
Jake,
won't. He won't.
Jake and Dana White have a quarrel. They don't
Yeah.
like each other. I reckon if someone really wanted to in the UFC, if they begged Dana White to let them, he would let them. Like he would put a clause.
McGregor really wants to. He
McGregor
really
wants to fight KSI.
Yeah, he does. He wants
I
to
want to
fight.
see that, but Dana will never let that happen.
But I want to see that. But the difference between like McGregor and KSI or McGregor and Jake Paul is
Also,
a massive difference.
McGregor specializes in
Mixed martial arts.
MMA,
Yeah.
whereas Jake's just boxing.
Yeah.
Of
so-
course, they can't. Like they're not trained in MMA whatsoever. They'd get fucked up in the Pentagon.
Yeah,
Like,
but Jake also said he would take McGregor whenever and whatever. As
Did
soon
you-
as I
did-
heard that, I
do
was
you,
like,
did you remember when Floyd Mayweather and Jake had like a scruffle on the streets?
I think so.
Wait,
That was planned. That was all planned. It
Oh,
came out
really?
like a couple weeks ago. That was all planned.
Mayweather and McGregor.
Yeah, oh, sorry, Mayweather and Jake.
Oh shit!
Bit random, but do you remember towards the end of the Mike Tyson fight where Jake like bows down and gives respect?
Yeah.
Tyson could have done the funniest shit, just
Just
knocked him out
Yeah.
right.
Apparently,
there.
apparently in his contract as well, it said if he did any uppercuts, he like loses every
Yeah.
uppercut he does. He loses money. So
Yeah,
that's why.
I don't know. Well,
Because one of the biggest,
I don't think anyone in the public will ever get to know that.
Oh no!
information.
The best thing about Mike Tyson is when he fights is his best move is go for the gut punch and then go for the uppercut.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, exactly. He couldn't do that in the ring because if he did, he would have been like, oh, that's how
Again, I mean, again, we don't know how
Yeah, of
true
course,
that
of
is.
course.
But,
it could be completely false, but it matches up.
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, should we move on? What else you got?
Song of the week. What's everyone bumping this week? What's
Yeah,
the
so
jam?
I said to Jamie, I'm probably going to be silent most of this bit because the songs I listen to, you just don't like them. I like a lot of 80s stuff.
Hey, I like 80s stuff.
What am I listening to at the moment actually?
I like all music, to be honest. I like everything but classical music. Even then, I
So
kind of like classic.
I've been listening to this dude. His name's a little sick.
Okay.
He's an Australian rapper.
Is it like drill or?
Let me find it actually.
It's more like, I don't know how to explain it, but he has a lot of like, he has some funny songs. He has some like really down there songs. And a song that I was listening to today in the car was, where is it?
I was listening to "Birds of a Feather" by Billy. A bit random,
That's a
but
good song.
That is a good
what
song.
else?
I don't listen to it much, but when it comes on, it's like, yeah, this is
Memories, because I just saw it in Venom
Memories?
3 and I just thought it was cool.
Who's that by?
Bye Bye Bye, In Sync, which I
NSYNC.
still listen to. I'm not gonna play them because copyright.
Actually. Sexy Drug.
Sexy Drug by Sexy Red. I'm in
Fall in
my
Reverse.
Oh, when my round. I called you pink.
Oh wait, no, copyright, just stop. Copyright. I ain't trying to get in trouble. I'm sorry. What have you been listening to? Don't play it. Just tell us.
No, yeah, I have. So Fat Freddy's dropped. Everyone
Oh.
knows Fat Freddy's dropped a new album last
Did
Friday. Yeah, called Slow Mo. Such a good album. And then I've also been listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers. What's it called? Dark Necessities. Good song.
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
Creed, One Last Breath. Those are like my three things I'm bumping at the moment. Good times. But yeah, I'm like fucking hype as because Fat Freddy's are coming to Auckland next year, and I really want to go. And
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I heard about that.
they're also doing a festival in Christchurch in February, which I really want to go to, but all the general admission tickets are sold out. Electric Avenue.
Yeah.
It's got like heaps of R&B artists and a lot
Oh
of
yeah, you were telling me about that.
yeah, but the only downside is the VIP tickets are only on sale at the moment.
How much are they?
$100. Oh no, $1,000. Sorry.
$1,000. I was
Yeah.
about to say $100. Yeah,
To-
okay, let's go.
To be
My
fair,
broke ass ears just went what?
to be
Yeah,
fair,
same.
I would get it only for two reasons. every time I've gone to a festival, most of the times I've gone VIP, but because it's worth it. Like it's a Friday, peak summer.
Yeah.
It's gonna be boiling hot, and they offer cheap drinks in the area,
Yeah.
like for 35% off. They offer covered area.
Yeah.
I went to Laneway last year, and as soon as we got in, I don't know if you know Western Springs very well, but there's this big tree at the very just before the bowl, and everyone was sitting in the shadow. Like there was not one space where someone could sit. It was just packed with people.
Really?
It was so hot. There was no breeze. It was like 30 degrees.
Well,
so
it's in the middle of like the city.
yeah,
pretty much,
exactly.
So there's no breeze.
And because of that, it was just hell. But we were lucky to get VIP, and we got in this barn, and it had like fans and cheap drinks.
Oh, yeah,
and
okay.
that's kind of why I get it, just because it's usually worth it. Like,
And you usually get your private like own bathroom. That's away.
yeah, bro. Like the VIP bathrooms were so much nicer compared to the like public
Totally.
ones. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We got outside the VIP area, went to one of the toilets. I was like, bro, this is rank. Went straight back in there. It's like a private toilet, like
Yeah.
bougie as fuck. It's tough. That's where I met Charlie Gallagher.
Oh really?
Yeah, I met him at Laneway 20. Start of this year? Yeah, start of this year.
Oh wow.
And from there I talked to him, and then we got him on the podcast eventually. Sure.
Eventually.
Eventually, it took a while.
Yeah.
I actually took. I saw who else did I see there? That Theo. I saw Theo Shakes at Laneway as well in the VIP section. I was like, yo, I felt like famous and shit. That's tough. Next segment.
Oh, I gotta plug myself real quick. So by the time this comes out, which would be Saturday, 9 a.m., I'll be stuck in this room because Friday, 6 p.m., November 22nd till Saturday, 23rd, I'm stuck in this room for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I got heaps of things planned. I got Sean, Cade doing a little mukbang. Might play a game.
When are we doing mukbang?
Well, for dinner, it'll be me and Sean, but you can join in on that if you want.
All right.
And then the Monopoly afterwards. So we're going to play a game of Monopoly. Got my little cousins coming in the Saturday morning to do like a fun painting thing, which I'll talk about when we actually do it. What else? Some of the guests we've got, still more guests confirmed, but some of the guests we got Cade, Sean, Lucas, O'Shea, Thunder Geeks, which is a random guy in America who's like nerdy for comics and that. So my guy, Charlie Gallagher, Xavier, friend of mine, Furo, Aria, we had Aria once, Win, my mate Jerry, and then Jerry, and he's coming straight from, as soon as he get off the plane from Malaysia.
Oh, really?
He's coming straight here. And then as soon as the 24 hours is up, I have to rush to an event that I've been invited to talk about autism and filmmaking and that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be fucking tired for that. But I'm really, really excited for that. So, yeah. I'm going to put it out on Spotify, but it won't be like a YeahAlright episode. Like, it won't be episode 78. It'll be like that little, extra thing type of thing. Like, it won't be an episode number.
Special.
Yeah, like a special kind of thing.
Pretty sure there was one episode we did that wasn't like an official episode.
Nah, never. It's always because my autism would not let me. This is the one time I'm letting it
There was
happen.
one that we didn't upload to YouTube.
Oh yeah, but it would have gone to like Spotify or something.
Yeah, it went to Spotify.
It was the sand episode. I remember episode 5. But it won't be like
Damn.
24 hours. The whole thing, just so everybody knows, it's a YouTube project that'll be like 35 minutes that I'll put on YouTube in December. And then the episode itself will be like maybe, let's say, a 6-hour podcast episode where it's just the best clips of the whole thing. But the main idea for it, the YouTube project. So yeah, I hope you guys, we'll do it. That's my, so yeah, on to your next segment.
Okay, movie of the week.
Oh, my segment. Oh,
Yeah.
I've changed it now.
What's this new
So I've got a new segment. It's called movie of the week. It's not really a new segment, but instead of we each pick a movie that we've seen, we each collectively watched a movie over the weekend and we're going to review it. So everybody watched The Fault in Our Stars. So who wants to start? Cade, would you like
I
to go
reckon Kate
first?
should start.
Cade, you go first for The Fault in Our Stars. What do you think of it?
one about cancer.
I thought it was the one about the rings.
No, it's yeah.
It's the one about cancer. What about like Mount Doom and the rings and stuff?
Okay, so Cade, would you like?
Lord of the Rings.
Sorry, I'm getting the idea that nobody here watched.
No.
What do you mean,
No.
bro? We
You
watched
would.
it?
We lived together. You know I watched it.
Isn't it the one with like Mount Doom and like That like little
Well,
gremlin
listen,
and
the thing is, I didn't watch it. The goal was for you guys to watch it, review it.
Okay,
on
yeah,
the
okay.
podcast,
So-
and
Oh, okay,
then
yeah,
because
yeah,
I
no,
didn't
I
watch.
watched it.
Yeah, so there's this one bald dude who's like got tank tops. He constantly wears tank tops, right?
That's Vin Diesel.
No,
That is
it's
Vin
not.
Diesel though.
It's not.
is this catch line?
Did anybody watch? No,
family?
family?
Family.
Did anybody actually watch?
Okay, you know,
the
I'll
movie?
give my
See?
comprehensive
I
review.
know.
Let me
I'm
give
not-
my
no,
No. So they're like stuck on a stranded planet with at nighttime these evil things come and try and kill them. And it does have Vin Diesel in it. It's called Riddick.
Oh no, The Fault in Our Stars. Did you guys?
I watched
Wait, did
it.
I even message you to watch it?
Oh, I watched it.
Did I message you to watch it?
I
I
watched
think
it.
so.
Did I? I don't think I. Maybe I didn't. I don't think. Did I? No. No, I didn't. Oh,
Then why have we watched?
so
All right, we're not on the wrong.
so this week we're gonna all three of us watch The Fault in Our Stars. We're gonna come back next week and we're gonna give our thoughts on it.
Okay.
All right,
Alright,
so
sounds good.
The next segment. James?
I was gonna say I watched Lord of the Rings this last night. Oh, not last night. Last weekend.
Oh yeah.
Where's the hype? I don't see the hype.
Bro,
There's a new
I'm
one
pissed
coming out.
off
There's a new
because
one coming out.
because I got invited to the red carpet. Well, I didn't get invited. Win got invited, and he added me as a +1 to the red carpet of the Lord of the Rings production. And I couldn't go because I was in an art exhibition, and I had to go to the art exhibition because it was support Xavier's sister, which I put forward. So I did the art, spoke to Xavier's family. It was a great time. I walked back to my car and I see the red carpet, bro. It's so nice, red floor. I'm like, oh, it's so sick. But he
As
told
you're
me it was
walking back
good.
to your
And
car.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, so it would have been my first time seeing like a Lord of the Rings anything.
Have you
All
seen
right,
it, kid?
forget the movie that you said we're gonna watch. You have to watch the trilogy.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah.
I'll actually watch.
What about the new
other
Gollum
two.
movie coming out though?
Hey,
The new Gollum movie.
Gollum.
They're
Gollum?
making a movie called
Oh,
The
yeah,
Hunt for
yeah.
Gollum or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
what I mean.
What's it about?
Is that what you meant?
Oh, is it
What
about
about? Have you
those?
seen the TV show?
No, I haven't.
I actually worked on the TV
Rings
show.
of Power.
Oh, that's right.
Set
yeah, Rings of
Productions.
Power,
Wait,
yeah.
you worked on it?
Yeah, a
When
few
was
years
this?
ago. Before I was a teacher, I was working in helping like, what's it called? Like, we're getting past to parked in the right spot. I was the first person there and the last
Set
person to leave.
Oh,
And helping out with some of the sets, extra work. No, I wasn't an extra, but also kind of watching and making sure everybody's doing what they got to do. It
where
was
did they
so
film
cool.
it?
It was in Auckland, or maybe just outside of Auckland. They filmed it all over, but the spot I was in was just outside of Auckland. I don't know the exact
Shit,
place.
so they filmed this.
I wasn't allowed
years
to take
ago.
photos. I was like, yeah, you cannot take photos at all.
Yeah.
That's crazy, like how they filmed that years ago, and it's
Yeah.
only just coming out now.
Yeah.
No, it was season 1. Season 2's already out.
Oh, well, I thought season 1's just coming out.
No, season 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
It was season 1 that I did.
Have you guys ever seen? Have you seen Dune? Part
Dude,
1 and 2?
yes.
So have you seen on Neon? There's now Dune: The Prophecy.
I don't have Neon.
It's a
Gee, you
TV
can
show. I
use
don't
my
think it's.
account
I
if you
don't think
want.
it's out though.
Yes, please.
No, it is. It came out last night.
Oh,
I
did
watched.
it?
I watched first episode, and it's about the. I didn't know what it was about. I just saw a poster last week. When I was in Newmarket, it was like Dune Prophecy coming out this Friday. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. Oh no, Tuesday. Wait, no, what are we? Fuck, I don't even know what day of the week it is. Monday came out. It's Tuesday. Came out Monday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and you know those ladies with like the weird square black gowns, and they have the powers.
Yeah.
It's about them,
Oh.
but 10,147 years before the main movie start. And it's like,
Oh.
it's 100 years after the great robot cyborg intelligence war.
It's pretty much telling what their story is. Their
Yeah,
side
how
of
they
it, their
started.
start of it. Okay.
When they-
I will buy both of them in a few weeks, and I don't know, we'll watch them.
Bro,
Or
that's
I'll
so
watch
good.
them at least.
Like
Like I
that-
haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, they're good.
Put it this way, Dune 1 is long, but the cinematography is like so
Yeah.
like you watch it and you're like, my eyes are like orgasming right now. It's so good. And then Dune
can say that. I don't know if you can
bliss. My eyes
Bliss.
are bliss right
They're
now.
bliss right now. yeah.
And the second movie is a lot more jam packed, and the cinematography is just as good. It's really good cast, really good movie, really good screenwriting. It can get a bit confusing because the Dune book series is actually one of the biggest book series because it's got such big like world development. There's so much going on. The books are very descriptive.
I want to talk about a book and a movie that came out on Netflix.
What's that?
Have you ever read the book Uglies
No.
and Pretties and Specials? So it's a 3-book.
I know.
Is
I know,
is Cuties in the trilogy?
No.
So
it's
Apparently
based.
it's not good though, or is it? Am I
The
making
books
that
are
up?
great. I loved the
But
books.
the movie though.
The movie, But I just wanted to put my 2 cents in because I felt left out.
what is it about? Like,
So, Uglies is about sort of a dystopian world, and there's a society. There's 2 different societies, well, technically 3. Uglies, Pretties, and then there's the Rusties. There's a lot of
Rusties.
Yeah. So Rusties is like us. There we go. Rusties is like us, like burning fossil fuels, like shit like that. But they were supposed to have died out by now, so we're dead. Uglies is like everyone before the age 16, and like teachers and everything who like all these kids want to grow up and they want to be pretty. So it's like sort of setting standards for a society.
Okay.
And then Pretties are over 16. They've all got like a surgery and they're all perfect. They're like what they think is perfect. And it's pretty much just breaking down that sort of
Societal.
pretty much, and trying
standards.
to go back to what they once were.
Okay.
It's a cool concept. Like once you actually read the books, yeah.
Okay.
I had to read a book. I had to read a book in high school called Fahrenheit 475 or something like that.
Yeah.
Did you read that?
Yeah.
That was a good book, bro.
Yeah.
That was like buzzing. Have you ever heard of the book Phoenix?
No.
It's like this book where it's set in a dystopian future where you're not allowed to read, and if you've got, because it's like knowledge, and the world moves so fast, like cars go 600 kilometers. There's like the billboards go at super fast speeds because the whole concept around it is if you go faster, you're not able to retain the information. So everything's fast in this world, and pretty much all books are banned. So if you have books in your house gets burnt down because it's like illegal from the government.
Yeah.
And I don't remember too much in the book, but I remember the main character was like a firefighter, and he was like, why did I become a firefighter? And then becomes to wonder, like, what the hell are in these books that are so, like, illegal, and reads a book, and then I think he ended up dying or something.
Yeah, it does.
There's
sound
another
interesting,
a
actually.
book like that. It's Big Brother. Have you read Big Brother?
I've seen the TV show Big Brother.
Yeah, it's same sort of thing. So there's a society, dystopian world, where there's it's sort of like Soviet Union based sort of book.
USSR, sort of.
Yeah, and every house, every place has a camera. Every place. So there's a camera in your bathroom, living room, fucking everywhere. And you're always being watched by Big Brother. So that was like the slogan.
Oh,
I like
okay.
the show.
Hey?
Like that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what the book was. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut the books there quickly because you had one last segment that did
Yes.
sound pretty interesting. So we'll get
So-
to that before we wrap up.
We have a little bit of a game. It's not a game. It's a guessing game. It's called Fact or Fiction. We
So
could.
are you gonna tell us if
Fuck
it's fact?
yes.
Are you gonna
Do we
tell
have
us?
to
and
buzz
then
in?
Okay, no,
have
we
to
go.
guess?
So pretty much how it works is I will say either we can. Okay, I was thinking about it in the car. We can either say like a news headline, or we can say.
Do you know if these? Do you know the answer? Obviously,
I know for my one.
Yeah, but for like,
So
do we have to come up with
their
some?
own?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
oh, do we have to as well? Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna feed it to us.
no. Okay, so what will happen is I'll say something as fact or fiction,
Yeah.
and you guys guess if it's fact or fiction.
Okay.
And then you go, and we just kind of do that in a circle and see.
So can we do like life, or is it like?
We can either do news headlines
Yeah.
that like are absurd, and we kind of like, is that fact or fiction? Or we can do conspiracy theories that kind of sound a bit schizo, but
Okay.
we have to.
You go first
Okay.
then.
So you guys know the typhoons that were happening in Miami a couple of months, maybe 1 or 2 months
Florida,
ago.
yeah,
Florida. They
yeah.
like hit the fucking.
What's his name? What was it? What they
It's
call it?
Not
got
Katrina,
Florida
Sandy,
in the title, so it's
Hurricane
gonna be
Sandy.
some fucking bullshit.
So there are some conspiracy theories in America that the government did cloud seeding in the Gulf of Mexico, and they believe that the cloud seeding within the Gulf of Mexico then got out of control and went into Florida, and that's why they had like 3 Category 5 hurricanes within like a week.
Wait, are we guessing if this is something you've just made up, or if there's something that was actually on a headline?
Oh, well, you're guessing if this conspiracy is real or fake.
Wait, is this something that you've actually found on the internet?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, so it's not something that you've made up?
No.
Oh, I thought you were making up stuff.
You
and
can
have
make
to
it up.
choose
You
if
can
it's-
make it up
have
if
to
you want
choose if
to.
it's made up or
Fact,
not.
I read the article.
I guess it's fact then. if
Yeah,
you
it
read
is fact. Well, okay, it is a factual story, but it's still a kind of conspiracy theory because it hasn't been confirmed by the government. But there are a lot of instances that line up.
Yeah.
So it is kind of fact in a way.
They do it though.
Cloud seeding has originally started in 1920.
Yeah.
And they trialed and errored it for like many, many years. And I think after the 1980s, they publicly came out about it and said, hey, that like we can manipulate the weather.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you recall, but in Dubai about a year or two ago, there were like really extreme storms. And that was mainly because of the Dubai government was doing cloud seeding to try and make it a little rainy for the area because Dubai's in a desert.
I get what you're saying. I'm a little bit confused with my part. So am I supposed to find an article?
You can either find
Oh, you
an
should have
article
told me this
that's
before. Wait,
you don't have to like do it today if you don't want to. We can do it next week. But
so am I supposed to find like an article, and do I have to? It's either a fact or a conspiracy theory.
No, okay. So you can either find a truthful article, or you can make one up, and we have to guess if it's a real article or if it's made up.
Oh, I'm gonna
fact or
search
fiction.
up like the stupidest articles I can. Hold up, Cade, go while I search up.
But then we'll know that it's fact.
Well, maybe I'm lying.
Maybe you know of a conspiracy that you haven't told us. Do you have anything in the back of your mind?
Search up New Zealand ones. Alright, I'm going to New Zealand, so hopefully maybe some of you guys know.
The largest drug bust in the world was in New Zealand.
Probably. I'd say it's a fact. I don't know, but I'm going to say it's a fact. Okay, I found one.
Fiction.
Fiction?
Yeah.
What do you think? Fact?
Yeah, that was just a guess. I don't know.
This is in the back of my mind, so I've just gone real back. So I don't know if this is true or not.
Yeah.
But, Piha. There was a massive drug bust in Piha. That's all I remember. So I don't actually remember if it's fact.
No, I think I recall hearing something about that.
But
a couple years, like
a
probably
boat,
5, 6
an
years
Asian dude coming in with a boat and
Had
finding
pounds and
pounds of
meth
coke.
and coke.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say this. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. So 15 years ago, down in, is it called? I went there on the weekend. Is it Paihia? It's up, right?
Piha?
Paihia.
Yeah.
There was like a little hot dog stand that made hot dogs, but I don't know if this is a fact or not, but it says that supposedly there was pigeon meat inside the hot dogs.
Yep.
So, I don't know. False?
False.
I reckon that's a fact.
Well, I just made it up.
I know.
I just made that completely up, bro.
Funny little story. Do you know what pie hair means?
No. I did actually go there on the weekend, though.
Yeah. Do you know what kitty kitty means? So kitty kitty used to be an old mining town, which kitty kitty translates to dig dig. Pie hair. It's good hair.
Good here. Sounds like Fungaday's catch slogan.
Yep.
Fungaday, love it here.
Is there anything else you had?
Oh gosh, let me think.
Is that all you kind of written down?
That's all I wrote down, but I think I have one more conspiracy theory in the bank.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of
It's a short episode, but we only got the studio booked to a certain amount of time.
What's the time? We have 10 minutes.
Okay, I actually can't think of a conspiracy. Do you have any conspiracy theories? Oh, okay. No, sorry, I got one. Do you guys think this was more of a question? Kind of, yeah. Do you guys think that the U.S. election was rigged, or not?
I don't know. I didn't follow it.
Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah.
I didn't follow it, but these are some facts that I learned about learning about the election. Did you know? And I think my number may be wrong, but it's a very high number, like along the lines of 36 states don't require IDs for voting.
Oh, really?
So you know how in New Zealand you go in, you show your ID.
I don't know. I've never voted.
Have you ever voted before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you go in, you show your ID, they give you your ballot, you write down your vote, and you chuck it in the ballot box.
Yeah.
You're done. But they can easily check your ballot against your ID card because, you know, it matches.
Yeah.
In America, they don't do that. So you can just go in to a ballot, put your vote in, wait 5 minutes, go down the road to the next ballot, write your vote, chuck it in the ballot box.
Oh,
and
okay.
they don't require. So how the voting system works in the US is whatever state you get, so whatever state has the majority votes, you win over, and that's your seats within the government.
Yeah.
And California has over 50 seats because it's one of the biggest states in America.
Yeah.
That state does not require IDs to vote.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then there's other states that are like Kentucky, which are like 4 seats, which do require IDs,
Yeah.
which are kind of odd. And then also the one of the parties, Kamala Harris's party, I don't know, when they were in power, they were bringing in a lot of illegal immigrants and putting them in
Texas, the border.
Yeah, through the border, putting them in swing states. So states that don't specifically aren't Democratic or Republican.
Yeah.
They put them in there and they say, if you vote for Kamala Harris, we'll make all illegal immigrants legal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of funny that a lot of these swing states where they were imported into were voted for Kamala Harris. I don't stand for either side. I think they both have terrible
Do you
policies.
feel comfortable saying who you would have voted for?
If I was in America, okay, this is a very hot not hot
Actually,
take.
maybe we won't answer those questions.
Yeah, I put it this way. I wouldn't have voted for the sense that I believe that both parties have really good policies, but I also think that they both have really bad policies.
I personally feel I just didn't have enough. I don't have enough research on both of them as I'm not knowledge. I'm not American, and I know I'm very aware that one of them is a felon, and I'm sure that would play a big part. But again, I don't know the outcome of what would happen if either one of them became president. I'd need to do more research on myself.
Of course. I think a big part, like, to take away from it is I agree with Camilla's party for the sense that it's for the people and it's free healthcare. Well, not free healthcare exactly, but it's caring for the people of the nation.
Getting to politics.
We'll finish it off after this. But Trump is more for the economy of the country. And I personally think that you can have the best of both worlds with both parties, just without some of the other policies like Roe vs. Wade and all that kind of stuff. I just don't agree with that kind of crap. But yeah, it's kind of a hard decision.
Too much politics. We're never going to speak about politics again on this podcast.
Unless we get a politician on.
Can I have a shout out? Can I shout out to something?
Yeah.
I just want to shout out to all the whānau and everyone with the hikoi going on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
Fair. You
know?
can take a minute to talk about that if you like. I'll allow that. No? All right. Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to you guys are doing fucking amazing.
I think we're going to start promoting the next week's episode. I know next week we have Lucas, who's going to promote our brand new movie, Untitled Story.
Let's go.
So I know you're in that for like a second.
Yes, let's go. And it's
Like-
not even me, it's a photo of me.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you've seen
Oh,
it.
yeah, no, it's
But yeah, it's worked very hard on it. A lot of brand new actors. But yeah, I'm looking forward for everybody to see that next week. But yeah, you want to finish it off? Close it up.
Thank you, whānau, for listening. It's been a pleasure having you here today. And Chloe Swarbrick, I want you on the bloody podcast. We need to talk.
Who's Chloe Swarbrick?
She is the NZ Greens politician for Auckland Central.
Or she ain't gonna see this.
Nah, she goes on.
Kia ora, auntie.
Kia ora, auntie. Come on the podcast.
She ain't gonna see this.
Tangata whenua, you know.
I don't want to talk politics. We don't need any politics on here.
Outdoor solo episode's good. All right.
I'll be there.
Thank you all for coming in.
I won't edit it.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure
luck.
having you all here. Have a good night.